Hello, hello, hello. So I wanted to drop in here and just talk about the energies that we're in. I've been getting this question like literally all week. And so I wanted to stop in and just talk about it. Um, I've gotten a lot of people who, come to me and say, "Oh my gosh, I am having the hardest time with my partner. Like everything was good, and then all of a sudden it just kind of, you guys let me know if you can hear me, okay? Let me know if you can hear me. Throw me some hearts or thumbs up or something like that." Um, but I've been getting a lot of people come to me and say, for these past, this week or this past days, like just something's going on because me and my partner are not getting along, and things are just kind of going haywire right now, and I'm not feeling good, and I'm just really sad. I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that, or I'm getting sick. There's a lot of I'm getting sick, or I got sick, or and then I never get sick, and all of a sudden I got sick. What is going on with the energies? Now for me, I love this energy. And I've been telling you guys for a while now, I think since January, like what has been, like what to kind of almost like preparing you guys for what is to come. And if you remember, I told you that when we hit March, I mean, we are literally in that flow. We are like in that river, like a high filled river, like rushing, like that's just the energy of this year. It's the energy of the 1 year. And that's why we spend all of 2016 and even like January and February. The universe gave us those too, so that we can really prepare for the energy that we're in. It's supporting, but it's also fast paced. And in this energy that we're in right now, we have the full moon, the Virgo full moon coming up. I love it. It's my sign, so I'm very happy. Which means I'm probably going to be hit the most, but that's all right. I'm ready for it. Bring it on. I'm ready for it. But we have the Virgo full moon. We're also in eclipse season for the next 6 months. We're in eclipse season. And the eclipse season, it started in Venus, and Venus is in retrograde too. So it makes sense with relationships. And I'm not just talking about, your beloved or your partner or your husband or your wife. It's also it's all the relationships, your friends, your family, your children, whatever you have relationship with is gonna affect that. So basically, Venus going in retrograde doesn't always happen. It doesn't happen as often, but when it does, it's needed. And it's needed because think of it this way. Venus goes into retrograde so that we can slow down and almost like sit back and look and kind of like reevaluate all of our relationships and see which one is for our highest good, which one is not, which one is benefiting us, which one is helping us rise up, and which one is pulling us down. So retrogrades, I want you to see this, and every time there's a retrograde, I talk about this. Don't be afraid of retrogrades. They're not meant to be afraid of, but rather it's a time to sit back and not fight it. When you fight it, that's when all that stuff comes up. That's when all the chaotic stuff, especially for this year, the energy we're in, if you fight it, I mean, it's extra chaos, So just you're like, okay, this is the energy that I'm in. Just see yourself in this river, like flowing really quickly. The more you try to fight and go back, the more you're just going to be tired. You're going to use up all your energy. You're going to be thrown around by the river. But if you just simply surrender to the water, just surrender to the water and just let it almost like flow down the stream, is better than you trying to like swim upstream. And that's kind of like the energy we're in. And so with Venus retrograde, we're being given the gift to just sit back and evaluate our relationships. Even if your relationship is perfect, even if you have the most amazing partner ever, there's something that's going to come up this time. And it's not coming up so that you can, you're like, oh my gosh, we're going to break up. No, it's coming up so that you can Heal it. It's it's a deeper healing. This is not surface. You've done all that stuff. This is like the core, okay? Because once Venus is done retro, once Venus comes upright again or goes back to its usual rhythm, your relationship is going to be so much stronger and powerful. This, I'm getting that, is going to hit twin flames like no other. Twin flames who have already united with your partners, especially. And that's because we are the hearts. We are the hearts of divine love. If we cannot perfect that relationship, how can we mirror that divine love to others? And so all the twin flames, especially those who have been, who are in union with their beloveds, you will really feel this retrograde going on. But the blessing with it, yes, yes. So the blessing that comes with it, trust me, it is so worth it. But here's the thing, do not freak out. There's no need for you to freak out. You freaking out, you going into chaos mode, you going into fear mode, it's only gonna make things crazy. Seem crazy, right? But remember, just sit back. Today in the Infinite Receivers Expanding call, Maru was talking about just grab your popcorn and observe. And it's the same concept. Sit back and just simply observe what is going on. Your emotions, there's a lot of emotional stuff that will come up. Allow it, again, allow it to just come up. Allow it to just flow through you and out. Observe it and ask this emotion, why are you coming up? What do I need to heal you? What do I need to move on to the next step? How do I release you? And these emotions are old. It might even go back to ancestral, lineage wise. So I'm talking about grief, anger, right? Like those intense emotions. When it comes up, just allow it, but try to understand it. Don't try to just clear it. Don't say, okay, emotions, okay, anger is coming up. I don't want to feel it, so get out of my field. That's not going to work. Not this time. You got to be like, okay, anger. Where's this anger coming from? Oh, right now I'm pissed off at this person. Why are you pissed off at this person? Like, you're talking to yourself. Why are you pissed off at this person? Well, they did this and it just really pisses me off. It set me off. And then you ask, what is it about that sets me off? What is it about that triggers me? Because whatever it is that you're seeing in that person is what is within you. Hence why you're being triggered. Mirror work. Whatever it is that you're seeing in that other person that is triggering you is what needs to be healed within you. But go through that process of observing the emotional or observing whatever is coming up and asking questions about it, like talking to yourself. I'm giving you permission to talk to yourself this week, or as long as you want, but at least this week. Let's start this week. I'm giving you permission to talk to yourself and find out where everything that is coming up is coming from. The other thing is, don't take anything personally. Your partners will be activated. They will be triggered just as much as you are. Allow them to go through their own process. My partner, he was raging, okay? Like, he went from, I'm good, I'm feeling good, and then, we both got activated. I saw that come in. I had my own way of dealing it, and his way was that he got sick. He was like, like he was getting sick, and then it went into like this rage kind of thing. And I just had to hold space for him. That's all I could do. Just hold space for him, because I understand that this is his process of releasing whatever it is, whatever emotion was coming through. I held space for him. I called in more like our divine team to come in and step in and help us detox whatever needs to go so that we can make this stronger than ever. And today, he woke up and he's like, just like that, is gone. He was having flu-like symptoms. He was angry. And this all happened in 2 days. 2. Today, he's walking around as if like nothing happened. And so don't take anything personal. Learn to hold space for your partner. Learn to hold space for your partner. If you're being triggered by your partner, do not go into blaming mode, because that's not going to help anything. Understand that you're being triggered because you also need to heal that same thing. And it is totally okay for you to feel what you're feeling, whatever comes up. I want you to say, it is okay for me to be sad. It is okay for me to be angry right now. It doesn't make me a bad person. We're supposed to feel our emotions. It's when we don't that problems arises. So this time, like with Venus retrograde, with the full moon in Virgo coming up, and with the eclipse season, it's all healing time, deep healing time. But it's not as, like 2016. If this happened in 2016, we would be getting our butts kicked. But in, like this year, with the 1 year, there's a nurturing to it. There's a really nice nurturing energy to it. Especially this week with the full moon in Virgo, bringing in that, like that Virgo energy too. There's a nurturing to it. And so really, if you're not feeling nurtured, don't go outside of yourself. Come back to yourself. What do you need? What do you need to feel good? What do you need to feel good? And follow through with it. You need it this time. Let's see here. I love that, Alyssa. I love that. Yes. Yes. And that's how you know you're in that flow. That's how you know that you're not fighting against that energy. You're rather just going with it. And that's what we're all supposed to do. Don't fight these energies. They're here for our own good. They're not here to punish us. It feels like it is punishing us when we are not doing what we need to do, when we are hiding from it, when we are fighting it, when we make the work harder than it's supposed to be. And I'm here. I will always pop on here and talk about these energies and really help you understand that they're not our enemies. They're rather our supporters, our greatest supporters, rooting for us to be stronger and grow and reach higher. It's quite incredible when you begin to tune into the energies that flow around us and through us and why they happen the way they do. And so we have a moon circle, moon goddess circle on Saturday. So if anyone would like to join us, this is going to be a powerful one. Please join us. I'm going to be posting the page on there, or the sign in link, whatever that thing is called, on there. So if anyone wants to join us, please join us. I just added another option. So usually you can do like one month, like month-to-month membership. But if you want to do more, if you want to do like 3 months at a time, you also get a one-on-one session with me, which is quite incredible. If you haven't experienced a one-on-one session with me, you're missing out. It is incredible. Yes, it is incredible. I know this because I'm not the one doing the work. I'm simply the channel, the conduit, right? Receiving whatever it is that you need, the healing, the guidance, whatever you need coming through me to you. So I know it's amazing because I hear myself do it. I see myself do it, and I blow my own mind watching myself do it. And then of course I get the feedback from my clients too. So if you're interested, you should step in. If anything, if you join the Moon Goddess Circle, it teaches you how to work with the energies of the full moon and the new moon. And we also talk about all the in-betweens, especially when we have the peaks, or the, what is it called? Like the peaks of the energies when it goes bonkers sometimes, like these women learn all about it, and they learn how to work with it and not, fight against it or go against it. They learn how to really incorporate that moon magic within their life, and it's quite beautiful. They're all goddesses, and so it's good to learn about the goddess ways, and that's what they're learning in the Moon Goddess Circle. So if you're interested, I'll be posting it, and I hope to see you Saturday. It's an amazing group of women in there. If you're looking for that sisterhood, that deep bond sisterhood of talented, powerful women, you have to join. All right, my love. So I will be popping on sometime, either tomorrow or Friday, because I really I've been really guided to talk about the Akashic Records and also sacred activation, so DNA activation. So we'll see which one comes first. I'm getting Akashic Records. A lot of people have a lot of questions about that. So I'll be popping on to talk more about that. I love talking about it. And, you know, letting you guys know that it's not hard. You know, it's almost like going to the library, your own library. So go into your library where everything within this building has to do with you. It tells you everything. It tells you everything about you, your life, your journey, who you've been. You know, like you have your gatekeepers. Oh my gosh, yeah, we'll go into all of that stuff. And I'll give you a little taste about how easy it is to just simply tap in. Tap in and find out this information about yourself. And also how to even use it. What is the Akashic Records? We hear it all the time. And we've kind of put it on the pedestal. It's like it's our own self. It's another way to learn about ourselves, you know. It's something that you all have access to. But I'll come back and talk more about it. Okay. Good night, everyone. Good night, my loves. God bless. Many blessings to you and sleep tight. Good night.